Whoa. Whoa.
Hey, you know what
Hey.
it is, y'all. Savage AF is in we're in our own buildings.
Yeah, we're in
Separately.
this building, but we're not in
And then
the
there's
building.
a
But
couple of buildings we're in right now
put
due
it
to
this way: we're
pandemic.
building in the building.
We're
So that's
building the
it.
building, and that's what it is.
I'm comedian Shang.
Black Pedro in the house, man. You know
Yeah,
what it
yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I see the ladies building up in the room early. The ladies are always early to the show. Fellas, y'all be slacking sometimes every now and then. Every now and then a brother will show up like early for the show. And when I speak of the show, I'm talking about Savage AF here Monday through Friday. Mondays and Fridays, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Tuesday through Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we are live on YouTube and Facebook. So when I talk about people getting here early, I'm talking about this live audience here on YouTube and Facebook chiming in the comment section. We always appreciate y'all.
And I want you to know, all the people in the feed, you're all fucking troublemakers. And I will make sure that we get the footage from the cameras to find you all.
Each and every one of you.
And we will prosecute every single one of you for goofiness. Just get ready.
That's what it is. Nicole H, cheers to you. JRAMYC, I see you, brother. Get on in here. That's what it is, y'all. You know what it is. Savage AF. If you don't catch us live, that's why you should be on the YouTube page and subscribed and notified, so you can catch all the episodes archived on the video side. And if you're on the road and need something to listen to, you want these soothing and savage voices.
You know what you should do? You should follow us on iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, iHeartRadio, Google Play, iHeartRadio, and I said that twice because I really want y'all to follow us.
Because he hearts radio.
Yes, little hearts, those radio, and then also Spotify and
SoundCloud. Yeah.
There you go. If y'all don't follow us on those, oh, I'm sorry, he's still hitting this. You know what? That's the pain from Michigan losing that's still in his heart.
Oh Lord, that hurt. My mama's here.
He said that. He said, "Oh Lord, yeah." So
Lord, that hurt. But wait,
and also, if you get a chance, I need you to do this. I like the karate chop one better. Yeah,
that kung fu sound, man, gets me every time.
Yeah, I'm gonna delete that one. I don't want to use that one anymore. Yeah, we're gonna go with that one. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends to subscribe to the channel. Quit fucking around, okay? If I got to tell you one more time on I already told you once on one side of your face. Do I got to tell you on the other side of your face? Huh?
Hey. Just say what you got to say. Just say what you got to say.
All right, you already got the back 5. Do you want the 10? That's up to you, okay? So I don't want to have to do it, but if you make me do it, I'll do it. You understand? I have no problem with that.
You know what it is, man. My mother's off to celebrate my brother-in-law's birthday. I know I shouted him out yesterday. Big happy birthdays, Big E. Mom, hugs and kisses all around to the fams. That being said, I see people in the building, man. They are here. Wendy, Breezy, JJ, Garlene, JRA, I shouted out. Nicole.
You know what? We got a lot of people that jumped in, and I wanted to say to all of y'all, I'm so glad you're here.
Twana, Jaslyn, and Caleb Davis. Girl, that's a whole lot of names inside of a name.
Yeah.
Anybody who got "and" in their name, you're doing a lot, girl. And that's why we like you here on Savage AF. Fuck your feelings is our motto. Facts matter. Okay?
Yes.
So we put a little heart, we put a little soul into this, but we try and base it all on facts at a certain point. You know how it is, y'all.
Yes. Facts matter. And I also wanted to say to you, thank you for the new subscribers. And the other people that haven't subscribed, subscribe now. And the people that haven't subscribed and haven't told people to subscribe. All right. So I just had to get that out of my chest, because sometimes I have to get shit off my chest.
Get it off your chests.
All right. So Savage AF, we're going to give you the rundown for the run up. And it's been a really strange day. So we're going to talk about a lot of weird shit. And it was, put it this way, there was some bullshit going down. There was some bullshit going down. A lot of bullshit going down. I think there's an old
fuckery, shittery
going down. And I want to, we'll do this at the end, but fuck it. I'm going to do it real quick. Yo, make sure you go out there and get your change together and buy the album.
Stimmy.
Boom. Black Pedro Begins. Download it right now. And if you wonder where you can go get it, I'm going to put it there for you. Boom, bam. It's in the feed right there. It's scrolling by.
BlackPedro.com.
BlackPedro.com. You know what to do, and don't act like you don't know what to do, and don't make me tell you again. Also, I want you to do me a favor. Make sure you check out my comedy special on Amazon Prime. It's called SHANGRY. All right. I do a lot of jokes here and there. There's a lot of stuff I'm talking about, and I make you laugh. I make you cry. I make you want to stick your pants a little bit.
Poop your pants a little bit.
Right.
Live a life.
Little bit of pee.
Live a life. Poop your pants.
I don't know what happened, but that's it.
I'm sorry, sir.
Oh, we got some new people in the house. Thank you so much. Tawana. What's up, Tawana? Hey, what's up? So I want y'all to make sure y'all check out all of that shit. We're going to talk about the shit that's going down, and then we're going to give you the rundown on the run up, on the rundown, what happens with the run when you run down, when you run up, okay? Boom, bam. What I just said.
Running at him.
Oh,
nice.
Shit. Oh, shit.
Of course, we're going to end with a SHANGRY, and that's going to go a little bit of black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Yeah.
We'll see what that's about, y'all. Before that, we're going to get into a Black Pedro popping as we usually do. And I'm asking the question, what happened to Tom from MySpace? And ran across an article, blew my mind. I was like, God damn it. But before we get into that, we're going to talk about Joe's big package, man. Biden's really trying to pull it out. He's pulling out the platinum, the black card. And, you spend it up. You pay the bill at the end of the month. But he wants over 2 Trill to flip America, make her really what she should be. Right. But before we get into that, we will talk about that. But before we get into that, it is April 1st, April Fool's Day, y'all.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I feel like there's been enough pranks already in life that I don't need to be running around pranking motherfuckers. But it is April 1st, 2021. And we are on day 4 of the former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin's murder trial.
Yes,
for killing.
And let me just say something. I'm sick of people saying this to George Floyd trial. George Floyd's dead. He's on trial.
He's not on trial.
He's not on trial. Okay.
This is the trial of Derek Chauvin.
Is on trial for murder and not murder. Not
knee to the neck Chauvin.
Exactly. So don't give me that shit no more. I'm so sick of y'all, the people in the media, and that's why we got Savage AF, so we can tell you what it is, what the real deal is. He's not on trial. He's a murder victim. So the one thing about the thing today is I looked at a lot of footage from the past. This one was a good one today. I'm gonna give the prosecutors they props today, because before that I was like, y'all are fucking up. And, I do like the people that have spoke out on it. A lot of tears, a lot of frustration. But yeah, I think they did their thing today.
Well, and I think what it was is that it was really established that by the more medically trained than any police officer on the scene when the EMTs arrived. And the 2 EMTs who were driving, who were in the ambulance that first arrived, and another fire department representative, the captain of the firehouse who arrived, on the scene per request of the EMTs. Well, I can't say that the fireman didn't really. He didn't have the same assessment because he arrived later at a later time, but both the EMTs were like, especially the second guy. The second EMT, he really seemed frustrated by the whole process. Like, bitch, I told you he was dead. He just didn't say that.
He looked dead to me, motherfucker.
But yeah, he was the one who was really kind of outright, like, in layman's term,
right.
he looked dead. Like,
and he showed up. I like the fact he showed up and sat down and did this. Yeah.
But what it really shows though, right, is that these officers were obviously on this body at a point in which it was far too long, right?
Right.
You have gone beyond the point of constraining this man to the point in which he is lifeless, and then you've done nothing to render aid. I mean,
And
you know,
yeah, they didn't try to.
when the emergency medical technicians are like, yeah, I had to pull the one officer off and
Had to pull him off. It's
get out
like,
the way,
yeah,
like, hey,
you know what?
whoa.
They didn't try to resuscitate him. They didn't try to give him any kind of help. And usually they said one of his police policy. And I like the fact that his lieutenant was like, yeah, the motherfucker shouldn't have did that. He didn't say that, but in my head, I heard him say, this motherfucker here shouldn't have did that shit there. Yeah. And then he's like, come on, Lieutenant. You're supposed to have my back. Not this time, bitch. Not this time. And I do like the fact that he said that there is protocol and procedure you're supposed to do. You're supposed to turn the person over on their side. And a lot of the shit he didn't do. And but Double Incarnate just sat there with his old dead snake eyes.
Look at his dead soul, motherfucking
dead snake eyes,
baby drinking,
that motherfucker
goat milking ass.
If he opens his mouth, you can see little baby hands.
Bats fly out every time he opens his mouth. Like a few tiny bats fly out.
And if he gets off, guess what? Run hands. Merry Christmas when I see you.
Queen B, I see you in the house. She said the fact that he didn't tell the EMT they had the knee on him. All right, so they didn't. I don't even think they had to tell the EMT that, because like literally the EMT had to come up to him and say, all right, man, like get out the way. So he stayed on, and when I say he, Derek Chauvin stayed on George Floyd's neck until the EMTs physically approached. What Derek Chauvin failed to do in video that we saw today was he failed to tell his sergeant, who also got up today on the stand and had to testify. But he failed to tell the sergeant that he put a knee on this man's neck for 10 minutes almost.
He also, the audio.
So we just had to hold it. We had to hold it. The guy.
The audio was, hey man, he's going crazy. He was just acting wild and crazy. And I'm like, let me tell you something. The only person that was acting wild and crazy was your white ass. Okay, you the only motherfucker that was acting wild and crazy. Okay, he wasn't acting wild and crazy. He wasn't acting antagonistic. He wasn't acting like aggressive, where he was going to jump up from a fucking prone position, do a backflip, Jackie Chan kick you in the neck, take the other two cops out with karate chops, and then run off with a white girl in his jaws, like and just run off. That was bullshit.
Speaking of white girls, they brought out his white girlfriend of 3+ years, and
she's like, I tell you right now, he was strong. He did pull-ups, and he was
there was a moment where they were like, was he active? She was like, he was very active.
He was very active.
That's not what we
did push-ups, and he
put, you nasty woman. But
he put so much dick in me, it was amazing.
But what they really did establish through her was the more direct preemptive drug issue, right? Like the defense is obviously setting him up as this drug addict who, like you said, Shane, could have jumped up at any moment and grabbed a white woman with his jaws and ran down the street.
It was bullshit.
But what his white woman, George Floyd's, established today is like, look,
he was active
through injuries, back pain, things like that. He and she got hooked on prescription opioids, right? Painkillers. And they had a problem with it, and they were trying to fight it and trying to get through it.
But I didn't like that part.
But you got to think. We got to think legally here, right? Like, it's not fun to hear this stuff, but legally, they're setting up this. Okay, yes, he smoked crack. Yes, it's like the Eddie Murphy joke. Yes, I fucked her.
Yes,
I make love to you though. You know what I'm saying? It's like you preempting the host. It's like, okay, yes. The man gets high. He was hooked. He was like most of white, not most, but like a large percentage of white America.
Wait, but you was about to say like all like white
most
people.
White people. No, but like
he always gets on me for that, and he was like, "Yeah, like all you crackers."
I stopped myself though.
You did stop yourself, but he was like, "Yeah, like 100% of you crackers, all you cracker ass crackers." I
stopped myself.
You stopped yourself.
Is it a bad sign when you can cheers yourself?
It's like you can't handle the truth, is what happened. I can't handle it. No, you can't.
Well, no, so there's, I don't know, we're just in this place where you got this prosecution that has to kind of, like I said the other day, play the Eminem defense from 8 Mile, right? Like, I'm broke. Yeah, my mama's white trash.
But
yeah, I live in the trailer. Whatever. Okay, now, yes, he's high. High than the motherfucker. They weren't
like that. Today they were like, look, and then the defense was making up all kind of shit. So in a gun battle, say there was a gun battle, and they had samurai swords. In what way would you react if they got samurai swords? And then the prosecutor got up and said, "Did you see any samurai swords, motherfucker?" And then he's like, "What? You heard me, bitch." And I just want to see somebody in court say, "You heard what the fuck I said, bitch. You heard me."
Well, I'm telling you, that second EMT today was close. He was like, at some point, he said to the defense, he was like, "So you just want me to reestablish what she already did?" And he was referring, when he said she, he was referring to the prosecutor.
Yeah.
So we just gonna go over this shit again.
We gonna go over this. We
can keep doing this shit if we want to. Motherfucker was dead when I got there, is what I'm trying to tell you. Shit.
That's what
a machine on his chest, a goddamn bag on his face, and the motherfucker didn't wake up.
That's it.
I left him at the hospital. The nigga was dead. Shit.
You see what when he said, this white guy, okay, so if you want this smoke, I can bring this smoke again. But it was so bad for the defense today. And I was watching the defense, and he just looked like there were some points where he's like, "Can I just go home? I just want to put on my sweatsuit and go for a walk, man." He's like,
"This is not an easy check to earn, bro.
How do I defend this motherfucker? I don't know."
Miss Adverb saw swords as well, so
yeah, it was just a lot of craziness from the defensive side, where they were saying stuff, and the whole time I'm sitting there going, "What?
Pardonnez-moi.
I don't understand." But I think the thing is, I still want to bet everybody in the feed, and I wish you motherfuckers would not pay me, because I told you I got camera footage, and I'll find you motherfuckers. I need you to put the bet down that these cops are going to get off. Even with,
I don't care about the rest. Derek Chauvin has to go down, and not that I don't care, and not that they didn't do anything. But the reality is, Derek Chauvin must go down for this crime. Like it has
he's
to happen.
Not Pedro. He's not.
Oh, I'm a sucker now, huh? Hey man, let me tell you something, Jack.
He's not. I know you think he is, but. No, he won't.
I don't know if he is, but I'm saying
I don't think so.
It's got to happen. Though.
You know what? I don't think so. And the next woman you date, gonna punch her in the vagina.
Yep. Yes. I'm pretty sure that's not what that gift was saying, but
no
way to put it in there.
That wasn't what he said. But I think that the main thing was this dead souled idiot. Okay, that. The jury will not be able to hear that he did it before, where he put his knee on somebody's neck for 7 fucking minutes. And it was a young teenager, black man. And he's racist. Let's just say it. And even the white girlfriend of Floyd's like, "You just don't like niggas. That's what it is. But I do." Because he was so active.
He was active. He was very active.
I mean, it's irritating to me how the fact they're going to get off with all of this evidence. It's like nothing fucking matters. Nothing matters. Facts, camera footage, different angles.
My mother is
nothing.
My mother is disgusting, by the way. I'm trying.
Why
to tell
she disgusting?
She's a beast. Hold on. What'd she say? Chauvin already got off with his hand in his pocket. So my mother's the only one talking about pocket pulls on the feed right now. I appreciate that. Don't mind. Hey, people ask me why I am the way I am. Look, that's why I let you on the show. Hey.
I think that's what he is doing.
If you hadn't asked what's wrong with me, I'm the dude whose mama comes on the show and talks about pocket pulling.
By the way, Pedro's mama didn't really need to go there, but I'm proud of her because that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? We're on the same page. Let me tell you something. Lolita is crazy. This is a crazy lady, baby.
Crazy.
But do you think that now I'm going to say to the people in the feed, I see the people in the feed, and I want to say this, CF, Ty Rivera versus Trick's
Come on, dog.
thoughts.
Why would you read
Oh
that out loud?
no! I already know. Okay. He hit me up in my inbox. I already talked to him about it. I told him that, hey, you know what? I'm just going to avoid this incredibly Botoxed man and keep it moving. We're talking about something that is actually the trial of the fucking America's soul, and you want to bring up a motherfucker with swole up pieces of butt flesh shot in his face. I just don't understand it. So
Butt flesh,
because they take the butt out the fat out the butt and they shoot it in the face. So you got butt flesh in your face. I just think that all the people in here that said they're gonna bet me, I'm gonna put my PayPal in here now, so you guys can make sure
send that money right on over.
You might as well just send the money now. There's my PayPal. My PayPal and my Venmo. And I need you to send my money now, because trust and believe these cops ain't going to jail. They're not going to get fucking prosecuted. And even Chauvin is going to get a tap on the wrist and say, well, you know what? It wasn't without a shadow of a absolute positive, unequivocal doubt. Because he had drugs in his system, and the drugs is what killed him. And you know what? And then you know what else happened? Nobody saw it. A vampire bat flew down when y'all wasn't looking, bit him in the neck. He died. He's going to be back. Don't worry about it. They're making up anything they can.
His sergeant today was like, Derek Chauvin's sergeant today was on the stand and was like, he could have let up a lot earlier. Like, basically establishing that, listen, this part was some bullshit. They put the jury out of the room for a minute so that they could argue over a point, basically whether the jury should be able to hear this or not. And the judge won't allow the jury to know that these officers were fired because they broke procedure, though, specifically because of that reason. You know what I mean? Like that they were fired for breaking police protocol in terms of use of force, right? But the jury is not allowed to know that, which seems really, really fucked up to me. But somehow I think that the judge ruled it as prejudicial. But beyond that, the prosecution has this burden to prove that the actions taken by specifically Derek Chauvin in this case led to a significant cause of his death or whatever, right? Like,
okay, but Pedro, let me ask you this.
So drugs and all that don't matter for the prosecution. They're just trying to prove that this action by Derek Chauvin
is what caused his death.
Well, significantly, it was a significant part.
This is what I ask you, and I want to ask everybody in there: why the fuck can't they put in the record that he actually did this before with his knee on a person's neck? And why is it that they can't put some of the stuff from his social media? It's not allowed to factor into his state of being as a human being. Why is it that they can't do that?
Right. I
that's some bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not,
If I have a history, if I'm on trial for kicking penguins, right? And a year before that, I went to the zoo and just was penguin kicking motherfucker, just
March of the Penguins too, and you just pop in the screen like
kicking their ass
right off them eggs, motherfucker.
That would tell you that I'm a penguin kicker. Now I know that was a weird stretch of a metaphor. My point is, if he did this before and he has this kind of some animus towards niggas, shouldn't that be factored in to this whole case? But why are they taking it out? Because they want these motherfuckers to get off, and I want my money, people. Okay.
Well, I think that the prosecution is doing a good job of establishing that their actions were unnecessary up to a certain point. You know what I mean? And like at a certain point, this was egregious and beyond protocol, beyond reason, and beyond humanity. And I think they're using the fire department, the EMS department,
right?
And eventually absolutely their own department as well, as in their own sergeants, the 911 dispatch department. So they're pulling in these corroborative elements from all these different angles. They're like, okay, look, this. And by the way, when we saw the other day, the 911 officer, or I'm sorry, dispatcher, who called the sergeant and was like, yo, you could call me a snitch or whatever, but I'm looking at something weird. Today, we heard that sergeant, and they played that back to him, and he's on the other end now, and he's live in court corroborating that. So this is, you know what? I think they're doing a good job of putting pieces together.
They're putting pieces together. You know what? We've seen pieces put together before. We've seen video put together. We've seen Rodney King getting the shit beat out of him. We've seen videos of cops shooting people, and they know they shot him, and we know they did the Dave Chappelle and the sprinkle crack on him and run away. And we've seen the video of it, and guess what happens? They still walk. They still get their pensions. They still do it. And that's wild. One of the other lawyers, I forget the name of the lawyer, he said, if you think that the shit we did before this, if they get off, is something, if it's child's play to what'll happen if these motherfuckers get off. So I'm already ready for the shit to go down. I'm ready for this shit to go down. And I'm old, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna do the Isley brother. I'm ready for all this bullshit going down. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a whole bunch of bullshit. And I'm glad I have a friend that has a lot of firepower.
Yeah. Hey man,
I'm gonna stand behind Pedro as he scatter shots a whole bunch of you motherfuckers. And I'm gonna be standing behind him throwing knives.
That's how, hey man.
That fucks them up when you shoot them and they go, and right before they can fall down, phew, throw a knife right to the forehead. You'll see. It's
well, it won't. You know, if this doesn't go the way it should, it won't be because. I don't think it'll be because the prosecution failed to prosecute in this case.
If it does, guess what happens?
So.
I think so. I think it's going to be some kind of one, and the jury could be a bunch of bitches, and they're a bunch of bitches. And if it does go down, you might as well get ready because that's me. Oh, I'm telling you right now.
I see CF talking about, murder is a harder charge to prove, and that, there's they should have gone for a lesser charge to get something on him. But what they were using today were just sort of thing like, okay, you're gonna argue he was this, crackhead pill take popper who OD'd basically while a cop was on his neck, coincidentally. But one thing that his girlfriend established today was that they've been doing drugs. He had actually OD'd back in, the March prior to it, his death.
And he was still doing sit-ups, push-ups, and being real active. So it's not like that just kind of establishes that route that, okay, look, yes, the man did drugs, but he's pretty good at it. Okay. Yeah, may have had an OD here or there, but they started out on the prescriptions. Little struggle they tried to stop. Okay, relapsed or whatever. But for the most part, he could function on these things. Okay, right.
And, a little high while he was buying some cigarettes and Cup Foods. But he still got the transaction done and established it. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Let me ask you this:
that's the route they're taking.
I hate the way they kind of try to race code with the bullshit. And I'm not one of those people that every little thing bothers me. Every little thing that white people say, oh my goodness, I can't believe you said that, white person. Nah, I gotta kill you. I don't want to kill you, but I'm going to. I'm gonna kill you. No, but they were like, he was so big. He's big. He's just so big. The fuck? He wasn't fighting Godzilla the next day, even though we already know what happened with that one. You didn't see the movie yet.
I did watch it, and I'm gonna go ahead and say, Shang, man, that was some bullshit, dog. No. Was this based on another movie? Is it a sequel?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, maybe I missed the first or the other ones, but I'm like, this is,
you're supposed to. I told you, shut your mind off. Watch a big lizard fight a big fucking.
No,
gorilla.
I mean the fighting scenes were cool, but
the fighting scenes were cool. The effects were cool. The effects was cool. There was big holes in the plot, as it should be. It's a fucking,
Right.
it's a giant lizard named Godzilla and another one called
Fighting
King
a
Kong.
giant gorilla named King Kong. All right.
Exactly.
Well, speaking of big, huge holes in the plot, I do believe that the defense has many in theirs in terms of defending Derek Chauvin in court. So they're going with the attack George Floyd route, even though he's not on trial. And one thing that was good about the medical, like the EMTs,
Right.
testimonies today were that they established that when they got there, they were looking at a limp, lifeless,
Body.
non-responsive, unresponsive body, right? Like the second EMT basically was like, in layman's term, I thought he was dead.
And then,
for them to still be on him, which is now corroborated by this 911 dispatcher who watched it, all these people on the curb,
and the one brother,
and the city camera, all these other cameras.
There was a lot of wasting of
body
time.
Cams.
Let me ask you this: did you see what the brother they was asking? So you called him a man, huh? A big man, huh? You called him a tough guy, huh? And he's like, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Because I think he's a bitch.
I think
I called him a bitch hoe.
Yeah, I think he's kind of a bitch
hoe.
Yeah. And that was
I
a
think
waste.
your questions are some bitch hoe questions.
He said, look, man, you're not going to try to paint me as angry. I'm just telling you what it is.
That was Donald Williams, the MMA fighter who.
And he said, and you know what? If you came over here, I'll show you what's up, bitch.
I'd slap you too, yeah.
I'd punch a hole in your lung and snatch your soul out and rape it. I'd rape your soul, bruh. But it was just like the way they tried to, all that wasted time the defense was saying, asking him these questions. You were going to do something, huh? You wanted to push him, huh? He pushed you in the chest, huh? And he's like, man, if I want to do something, I beat everybody up in this fucking building's ass. Mm-hmm. I was saying he shouldn't, he was killing this man. And that's the one thing from the trial that I was like, okay, that could have been me. Not to the MMA fighter part, but I would have said all kind of shit. Hey, the dude with your knee on his neck, your mama sucked my dick last night just to get him mad to come at me. But I didn't do nothing. I'm like, whoa. Hey, man, your mama's asshole is like the 405 freeway. Everybody gets on it and gets stuck there. Oh, and then everybody starts everybody's doing this.
Doing the Cabbage Patch. Yeah, Cabbage Patch.
So, yeah, I don't know where that came from. And CF, I understand what you're saying. And I understand what you're saying. But at the same time, I really do think it should be murder because there was a calculation to it. And after 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 9 minutes, come on, bruh.
I mean, they had the man handcuffed and on his stomach, and they're supposed to roll him over. I mean, these were things that were established by his supervisor today in court. So I do think, as much as I can understand legally and procedurally, kind of the way things go in court, they're doing a good job of establishing the narrative that, hey,
right,
this is the way that things are supposed to go, and these guys did none of that shit.
And and with all that said, before we jump into the next topic, he's still gonna get off. They're gonna get off, and everybody that bet me, I want my money. Okay,
give me my money.
Fuck you, pay me. Hey, your grandma's sick. Fuck you, pay me. Hey, your kid missed school. Fuck you, pay me. I want my fucking money. All right, I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna take a fucking baseball bat, a Louisville Slugger. I'm gonna shove it through your mouth, through your asshole. I want my fucking money after I told you this. And then we're going to go out. Yeah, we're going to go out in the streets and we're going to have a fucking race war. Because I think that's going to happen too. Right? I'm going to start fucking popping niggas all over the place. You think I'm not? Yeah. I don't think there's going to be a race war. But I do think there's going to be a lot of people really pissed off if they get off. Yeah.
I don't know about race war, but
I was joking.
I think I was like, this will be a lot for black people to bear in this country.
Yeah.
This would be a lot for black people to bear if Derek Chauvin got nothing for this at all, or some kind of slap on the wrist, as you say. Like it would be.
It'll be a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, I'm not sure we would swallow it. This might get thrown back up in this way that America's
right.
not ready for. I don't know, but man, it you know.
This has been a weird, rough week. We're talking about it here on Savage AF. Thank you guys for subscribing to the show, and you're getting the little bell so it lets you know when the show is on. Thank y'all for fucking checking us out. Make sure you follow at Black Pedro. Don't fuck around. Follow him on IG at Black Pedro. And if you get a chance, you're already at IG, you might as well follow at Comedian Shang. So follow both of us on IG. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you check out our merch, which is on the website, theblackpedro.com/shop. Make sure you check out his album. And if you got Amazon Prime, make sure you check me out on Amazon Prime. Shang is Shangry live in New York City. We're going to go on to this next topic, which I like. I like the fact that Biden's like, yeah.
He's pulling it out. He's pulling out the big package. I think it's $2.25 trillion.
It's Trill.
Well, that's a capital T, homie.
Yeah, boom.
Trillions.
Bam.
With the is that a Power Ranger?
Boom. And he's farting glitter. Bam.
They're calling it a jobs package, right? Like the Biden administration. This is officially a jobs package to them.
Yeah.
What it is basically an infrastructure package meant to build up roads, bridges, energy grids,
out-of-date energy grids,
you know, plumbing and electrical systems in both rural and urban areas. So
shelters for hookers, because it gets cold out there. It's cold out there for these hoes.
It's extra hard.
It's hard. So I like the fact Biden's showing his big package. Like, yeah, come get some of this cock. Yeah. I don't know why did I, to search for this picture, I had to go big package.
Wait, let me see. I was on a different screen. Do it again. Put it up. I missed it. Oh, there you go. Okay. Glad I missed it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But you got this one. But you got that one.
I got that one. No, I saw that one.
No, I think that the fact that it's this much money is making the Republicans lose their mind, but the Republicans didn't have a problem with giving the top 1% a gazillion trillion, which is a whole different one. Put it this way, it's trillions with fins on it. But Biden's like, let it happen. He's like, release the Biden, release him.
The Kraken. All right, so this obviously is a shit your pants scenario for the GOP. They don't like to spend money on shit, especially if it's going to help out anybody that works. Yeah,
regular folks,
motherfuckers with jobs. But also, voices like AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, is criticizing this and saying it's not enough, that he's not spending enough. That we just put out $2 trillion or so over a year for a relief package for this pandemic. And this is I believe a 10-year spending program of the same amount of money over 10 years, this $2 trillion.
Right.
So first of all, take that in, right? He's not talking about going to the mall and blowing up Gucci for $2 trillion.
Right? Take that.
It's like, it's going to be spread out over this much longer term than we've seen money spent.
Right. And what it's going to do
pandemic.
is it's going to make just like I saw a thing. I was watching Bill Maher, how long it took him almost 2 years to get his solar panels put in. And it's the red tape. It's the constant slog of making things take forever. And I agree with her AOC, because it's like, we don't need the shit fixed 10 years from now. We need the shit fixed 10 months from now. If you look in China and you look at Japan, those motherfuckers build skyscrapers in like a day and a half.
Well, here's the thing.
They got bullet trains, all kind of shit.
Yeah, right. So that's not something, unlike putting $1,400 checks in people's mailboxes or accounts, sort of overnight or, over a matter of days or weeks, is not the same as, connecting a train that goes from LA to New York in 2 days or some shit, right? Like, or a day and a half, right? Like that's a much bigger project. And I think that's what AOC is more talking about, is that, yes, let's do these things, but it's going to take way more money, because the problem is now, one of the criticisms of this Biden package is that there's, it's only going to, when you compare it to the fossil fuel industry, right? Which at this point is unionized and to put up a gas facility, workers are making like $75,000 and a year on average and up, and are unionized and blah, blah, blah. Whereas, I think about 30% of, let's say solar panel installation workers would make, it would make a certain point at a certain level, but the rest would be more like, laborers, right? More like common laborers who would make minimum wage. And then now, how are you going to convince these fossil fuel workers to come over here and make pennies on the dollar per hour compared to what they were making over here? So the idea is that not enough money is being put into this, and when you spread the work out over this amount of time, it's not a lot of work for a lot of people.
I understand that, but what I agree with AOC to a point, but Biden's like, here's the deal. I got to work with these fucking cunt politicians too. All right. And that's the deal. All right. Now I'm giving the money out and that's it. Ba-da-da-da.
So Garlene Kane points something out. The rich will pay more taxes. Also, I believe part of this, a big part of this payment plan is to hit up corporate America. So not just rich people, but rich institutions. So this Biden's proposing to increase the corporate tax from 21 to 28%. Which apparently would be this, huge difference.
Yeah, but the Republicans just see it as giving out money, and they give out money to the rich all the fucking time. So I don't give a shit. All of them can eat a bag of crispy dicks. Give out that money, Biden. Yeah, get the money out. And I agree with AOC. We need more money to make sure that we build. That bridges haven't been fixed since 1960. Are you fucking kidding me? There are roads that are absolutely crumbling. There are electrical grids that are older than.
We saw that in Texas.
Jesus.
We saw it in Texas.
And
it wasn't windmills shut down. It was your old ass gauges that just froze the fuck up.
Yeah, it was a battery attached to a rat's ass, and as the rat ran, the battery ran. And that's what it is. That's a technical term. I don't like to get a little too heady on you motherfuckers. Because then y'all be like, I got lost, man, when you said the battery and the ass and the rat. But that's how they do it.
Miss Adverb Shang is asking that you don't make them crispy. And I think that's referring to the bag of dicks.
You know what? Because I'm trying to tell you something,
Miss Adverb. She prefers it grilled with a light seasoning.
Okay. Or you know what? When you deal the dicks, it's it's not the
dills, Nick.
Yeah,
that's the dills, Nick.
I want the crunch sound so they hear it. So every time they crunch into it, they know I just crunched into a crispy dick. Yeah.
That's gonna hit you. That's gonna hurt.
That's gonna hurt. But Biden's giving out a lot of money, but we need it. But it's still not enough.
I think it sounds like a lot, but when we look at the span of time that it covers,
it's not.
It's not as much as you think. All relative. Time is unreal. Okay. Diggable planets, baby.
You know what that was? Either diggable planets or that was your high logic.
No. That's straight from diggable planets. I'm cool like that.
I'm saying Biden, give out the whole package. That's what I say.
Yeah, man. So we'll see what this actually turns into, how it plays out. I think ultimately what you brought up earlier in that, when Biden was looking over like, hey, you know what I got to deal with? The ass crackers that he has to deal with. Yeah.
Speak for him.
What he has to deal with are fuckers like, what's her name? I think is it Cindy Nome, Governor Nome. We've talked about her many times on the fucking show, and she's an ass jackal of a moose honky. And sorry, just had to let that out. Get that off my chest.
You know what? Pedro been real racist today, and I like it.
Ass nugget moose honky is what she is.
But you earlier were about to say all crackers, all white people.
I didn't
yes,
do that.
He did.
And then
back.
He said, I pulled back on my black
stallion. Then he said that he's going to take a white baby and punt it.
I never.
He
I've
never
never
said
threatened
that.
a white baby.
Yes,
I
you know
wouldn't.
what? Yeah, okay,
I just
okay,
wouldn't.
okay. But okay, you people, when you buy his album, you'll see I'm not crazy.
There's
You'll
no
see
baby punting jokes on
there's
that
no
album.
baby punting, but you'll see I'm
I
not
cut those out.
crazy. Everything I'm saying about Pedro is true. It's all true, and he's trying to act like it's not.
No, but he has to deal with this Governor Nome from South Dakota, right? Never put in any COVID restrictions or mask mandates or any stay at home or anything in her state. Just fuck it. Even when the COVID ran through the meat markets or the meat plants, the processing plants that are in her state. Fuck it. Who gives a fuck? They're brown, they're black. I don't give a fuck. Today she was out there talking shit about the Biden plan, and this bitch don't even know what infrastructure is. Yeah. She was like, they call it an infrastructure bill, but really it's just a bunch of money for like pipes and green energy. And I'm like, bitch, that's infrastructure. Pipes is that's
you know what?
Like the pipes under the streets and the things and the sewers and
that's
motherfucking infrastructure.
I'm gonna break some information for you to the
energy
Pedro.
Grid.
I know we haven't talked about this, Pedro, but
it's for towns. Like
I used to date her, and she wanted the dick, and I never gave her the dick, so she's frustrated.
She didn't earn it.
Yeah, you gotta work for it. You gotta
too dumb for the dick. Hey, sometimes that happens, man. Sometimes you're like, bitch, get it up, because this condom could break, and then we'll end up with a fucking meathead baby like you.
So that's what she say. Infrastructure. You know what? Infants don't have to have structure
and like energy for the town,
right?
It's like there's nothing about infrastructure in her.
But
and even Bitch McConnell, old turtleback wax ass, he was like, this bill is like a Trojan horse. They call it jobs or infrastructure, but then there's just spending on this and spending. It was like, no, nigga, he laid out all the money he wants to spend. This ain't no Trojan horse. Ain't nothing hidden in here. He's laid out. It's called a budget. Tanya K, I see you, girl.
I'm going back to the sea.
It's called a budget. He laid out the whole thing of how he wants to spend the money and where the money's supposed to go. There's no horse.
There's no sneaky shit like, I bought a bunch of
nigga reparations. Yeah,
it's just like
nigga money.
Every nigga gets $75,000. No, it's not the case. So I think that the bottom line is, if you look at this infrastructure bill, which will actually help a bunch of other things, I want them to be a little more expansive with it, so they can get a lot more done. And then
it's hard to be more expansive with limited minds like Governor Nome from South Dakota, who doesn't understand that pipes are part of infrastructure. So asking for the amount of money that we actually need was probably going to be even more of a lost cause than this bill might be. But they've got the House and enough in the Senate. And should be.
Bitch McConnell said he's going to go nuclear if they continue to push it and stop drinking poop. I'm going to stop drinking poop.
Oh God.
He drinks poop.
But it's fresh baby poop from the diaper.
Fresh baby
poop.
It.
He just holds them over his mouth and lets it go from the anus to the mouth.
But
any container will taint the
I hope that they get it done. I hope they get as much money out there as possible. And I hope that they throttle the fucking Republicans, because this is a popular thing to do. You understand? It's the people think it's popular. Just like the people thought it was popular with the rollout pertaining to this vaccine. And the people thought it was popular pertaining to the stimulus package. So
the
people thought it was. So the people think it is. The people, that's all that matters, is what the people say. Party to the people say. So that's what I think. I just said it.
That's what it is, man. Hey, man, I got to stop crotch watching on this show.
Yeah, all right, then. And then I'll give you this then.
There you go. Yeah, boom. Glitter fight is better. Yeah. All right, man. So Savage AF, y'all, make sure that you but watch SHANGRY on Amazon Prime, guys. It's going on right now. It's down. Let's keep that. What's it called? The customer engagement rate?
The CER rate is at 99.1 now. So I went up 1 point.
Where you 0.9 motherfuckers at? Huh?
Yeah.
Where you 0.9 niggas at? Get out there.
If you don't do it,
I swear, folks,
you won't feel good about yourself.
Hold on. All right. So Let's do that. Also, go to theblackpedro.com
The Black Pedro.
/shop and pick up Black Pedro Begins, y'all. As we move on, I'm going to hit y'all with a little something like this. Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro popping in. Hey. With another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro with another pop-in to let you know what's popping, man. I came across a little article today I ain't gonna lie, a little title caught me. It was like, here's what happened to Tom from MySpace. And it guaranteed that you would be jealous. And I ain't gonna lie, they were right. We all remember MySpace, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the beginning of this whole social media thing, I think, right? Really?
No, it wasn't. It was Black Planet. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. No, hey, we should have dropped that in February, man. Shit. On this day. Okay, but it was the stolen European version of social media. And it established the colonization of the social media space, taken from a black planet, and they just created MySpace.
Yes.
And if you remember MySpace, they had the white dude Tom, and he would just be like, "Yeah, there it is." He just kind of had to.
Well, this Tom is masturbating.
It looks like that. Shang, how you find a masturbating Tom?
That's what I put in.
It's just that's what I was looking for, nigga. That's how I found it. I was looking for it. All right. So, okay. Well, shit. My bad.
It's the truth.
Okay. All right. I'm just like, I don't know why, but I got it. Well, come on, dog. How you finding all these times, man? All right. So that he was like the logo for MySpace, basically. I mean, they had a logo, but he was like the mascot, the face of MySpace, the MySpace face. And he was everybody's friend. You couldn't get on MySpace without having Tom as your friend. He was your first friend on MySpace. For a lot of millennials, he was your first friend at all. Remember when everybody hated you at school? Yeah. Called you jelly bean head? Uh-huh. Then you went home to MySpace. Felt like somebody, didn't you? Released some of your art. Let your feelings out. People gave you likes, little hugs, love, whatever.
Yep.
Affirmations. Through anonymity. Felt good. You could go to sleep with that. But eventually, MySpace became this punchline, this joke, right? Who uses MySpace anymore? What are you, fucking 80? Right? What are you, fucking dead? And, in all of that kind of joke area, I never really thought, like, what happened to Tom from MySpace? At a certain point, I was like, I don't even know if Tom is real. It just might be some white dude that they just put up there and just fuck it. But no, Tom was real. And what happened is he sold MySpace. Shane, do you know how much he sold it for? $580 million. Retired in his 30s, and now he just he invests in companies and does architectural design and photography.
And he gets that's him right there.
Don't do anything. Yeah, like look, he just drinks Jack, maintaining the goatee, and getting it in, y'all. So,
and he does a lot of that.
I really don't know my point of this one today, other than this fucked my head up a little bit. Where I was
fucked my head. Man.
What happened? I just thought, because it MySpace became this loser punchline. Like, remember that failure fuckhead bullshit? And because I guess we didn't hear about it, being acquired and jumping up to the next level of blah, blah, blah. But guess what? Tom, all the way to the bank. By the way, this is actually straight to the bank with this.
This is Tom's son.
Junior. He's like, fuck yeah, I'm rich. So, ultimately, I guess what it makes me realize is that you can win without getting the trophy or the accolades or the attention. I don't know who this man is or how he is. But that was a friendly goddamn picture. And if any of these guys were going to make it, man, Tom, God bless you. But yeah, I guess as we go through our things, let's not focus on getting all the attention or being praised as number one, but rather just getting yours, getting what you can from a situation, and moving the fuck on. And then you can masturbate in front of math problems. I don't know why you would jack off to math.
I have no idea.
Is that math back there? I don't know what that is. Just a lot of no, that's not math. It says beach and things like that. All right. It was the vision board. Yeah. I mean, I guess if we got vision like that, it'll give you.
But 550 million is his vision should be clear.
580. 580. Don't leave out that 30 mil, Shane. That's for taxes, dog. Come on. Yep. So that's what it is. That's what happened to Tom from MySpace, guys. He became a 580 millionaire.
He became a 580 million drunk fun guy. Yeah.
And we're not talking about mushrooms. Get it, fun guy.
Fucking guy. He did it. I wish I'd have invested in that shit back then. Because I had 250,000 motherfuckers on MySpace. Yeah, I had 250,000. I followed the Dane Cook theory, and I would stay up. I would come home all at night and stay up half the night, adding people and sending people shit. Yeah, and I had 250,000, but they won't let you do algorithms like that now because they're like, nah, you got to pay. But to see him make that much money, I know why he's happy and jacking his dick. I mean, I would too. I would just walk around going, hey, man.
You can afford all the lotion in the world.
Yeah, it's like I'm shooting the club up. Bam. That's what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. Yeah. I'm just going to walk around, shoot the club up. Now, how am I going to follow? That one's a good one. That was a good one. It's stupid.
It was a little.
And I love it. I love it.
Been a heavy week. Let's get it.
And mine is heavy too, but fuck it. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. I just wanted to talk about black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. By the way, I'm not talking about the song. I'm talking about Asian hate. We need to stop Asian hate. And apparently because there was in Georgia, there was the murder of 8 Asian women, which is not nothing.
Six Asian women.
6 Asian women.
8 people total.
8 people total. Not a good thing. But at the end of the day, we saw a lot of the, press talking about Asian lives matter and, Asian people are people and we belong here. And I agree with you 1,000%. I don't think Asian people should be beaten or downtrodden or anything like that. And I don't use the word downtrodden, but I did today. You know why? Been watching a lot of old Viking movies. Okay. But I'm going to tell you right now, I want to know, and I got this from a couple of things I was thinking, which I was like, oh, parallel thought. I was like, where are the All Lives Matter people? Where are all the All Lives Matter people right now? Because they were saying it when black people said Black Lives Matter. They were all over saying, wait a minute, not just Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. Okay. It's not just black people. It's all people. And it's all lives matter. Okay. But with this new campaign pertaining to Stop Asian Hate, my thing is it Stop Asian Hate or is it Stop Hate, which actually pertains to Asians? So I want to know to the Asian community and the community of white people that jumped all over black people for saying Black Lives Matter. Why aren't you jumping all over Asian people and saying, all lives matter, Asians, not just Asian.
Stop all hate, right?
Yes, stop. Why not just say stop all hate? And I love this sign. It said all lives can't matter until Black Lives Matter. And I agree with that. I think that Black lives need to matter. Lives need to matter. But it just seems like when it comes to us, it don't matter with niggas. But when it comes to Asians, Asian lives matter. And I want to see them, because they didn't step out heavy as much as they could have against it because they were getting fucked over then. I just think that their thing should be definitely stop Asian hate. But I think America should be stop hate across the board, not just, Asian hate or just black hate, just hate in general. And imagine how much shit we'd get done. Okay. You know how much shit we get done? We get a lot more shit done.
Yeah.
Like we could fart sparklies.
Hey.
That's what I would want to see.
Pamela Knox, I see you out there, good. You see her? She asked, "Where is all this Asian hate?"
Yeah, exactly. I don't see a bunch of Asian hate.
Really? All right, so y'all don't see like all the way back. I mean, you can go. I mean, we all got our history, right? So
yeah, Asians were fucked over. Absolutely.
I mean, like the internment camps, even World War II, right? America had these bombs. They didn't drop no atomic or nuclear bomb on Europe, where white people are. No, they dropped it on the yellow motherfuckers in Japan.
Asian, right? And first off,
I firmly believe that's part of the decision.
Pedro, I don't think you should call them Asian motherfuckers. I mean, yellow motherfuckers.
Not Asian.
You said yellow motherfucker. See,
well, I mean, today, we say black. You say black. It say black and yellow. You got black and yellow.
I know black and yellow, but I know, but you shouldn't start that.
You
know what?
They white. Hey, look, why can't you be yellow? Red man.
Listen.
Ready to rock rough rhymes.
Don't do what I do.
You yellow too, so you sensitive.
I am yellow.
I'm sorry.
So,
but you see what I'm saying? So like, and
hate.
The other day I saw a video of a black dude, big as hell, just walks up to this little old, and this is what fucks me up, is because when you ask Pamela Knox where is this Asian hate, it's out there, like it's on film. Like Asian people are getting their ass kicked. And I'm talking about old ass Asian people, like 80, 70, 90-year-old motherfucking Asian people are having black people, right? White people talking shit to them, but I've seen young black men coming up to old ass Asian ladies and men. Like there's a video of a dude doing this in New York the other day. This motherfucker is big as hell. He walks up, kicks this Asian lady in her chest, knocks her to the ground, and then begins to kick and stomp her fucking head. And there's a big ass security guard just inside of the building that he does it in front of. And you're seeing the lobby cam from that whatever building it was in front of. And the security guard, they don't do shit. They just close the door and walk away while this woman gets her fucking head kicked in.
You know what? And
it's out there. There's all kind of hate. It's coming from our community towards them, their community towards us, white people towards everybody.
Right. And the thing is, if you look at how they move into black neighborhoods and very disrespectful to black people in that neighborhood, even though that neighborhood is what's making them very rich. I get that. And I understand there's an anger that we have because they do act real funny style with us. But end of the day, it should stop all fucking hate. It should be all hate. It should be black hate. It should be Asian hate. It should be, Indian hate, brown hate, Latino hate. Yeah. So I think that America needs to have that same energy and say, fuck hate, and quit specifying this hate, because they know it's all fucked up all around. But it's all fucked up all around. And black people we do a lot of dumb shit because we've gotten so much hate, we got to take it out on other people.
And that happened to us within ourselves, right? Like
that's us.
That's why we have this light skin, dark skin thing. Yes, Evelyn Gatlin, the guy I was referring to, was a psycho who killed his own mom and served time for that. He's obviously an extreme case, but these things exist, right? Like there are people physically assaulting, and especially older Asian people. Is what I've seen on video.
I have seen it. I've seen
over the past year or so.
Older Asian man was beat down. The dude kept dropping him. I think that we need to stop Asian hate, but I think that Black lives still matter. I think Asian lives matter, but I think all lives matter. Yes, but I do think that they still have to take into account that hate is the problem. Black people's hate against
all lives won't matter until Black lives matter, and then. And that's just and when we say Black lives, it's a thing. You're saying it because the society treats it like they don't matter. So when we say stop Asian hate, that should lead to a stopping of all hate, right? Like nobody should be hating.
And also didn't notice until now. He's
Miss Adverb, she's raising a mixed child, and she said Pedro is carrying a mixed baby.
So
listen, until I get my my child support checks, Miss Adverb, you ain't seeing baby the first. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
That's all there is.
I can do bad all by myself.
Wow.
I'll tell you that right now. Yeah.
And you heard what he said.
Y'all heard it in the community. She ain't doing right by me. And this baby I'm carrying, huh? I'm out here on my own. Shang,
yeah, I've been there. Trust.
That's right.
So, Savage AF, we wanted to make sure that you understood the situation. This situation between Pedro and Miss Adverb will continue, and we will make sure that we get the lawyers involved.
I'm getting my money, dog.
Okay, so he can get the Enfamil that he needs for the baby he's carrying. Formula. Okay, because the baby can't drink wine all day.
That's what it is.
That's what I'm saying.
I can.
You can, but the baby can't. Savage AF, make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel. If you don't subscribe to the channel, you are a loser. Loser. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow at Pedro. Make sure you follow at Comedian Shang. We will be back tomorrow, but we will be back early, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yep.
Make sure to check us out. And for the people that aren't that subscribe to the channel on YouTube, we want you to also check out the audio version of it, which is on the podcast version of it, which is on iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and
SoundCloud. Yeah.
Woo! Woo! So we will see you tomorrow. I hope that y'all have a good night, and don't listen to Pedro. Godzilla versus King Kong is entertaining, dumb ass fun.
Apparently, you got to watch 3 movies before you watch this motherfucker.
Yeah, you do, because you won't know what the fuck's going on.
I was like,
yeah, it was totally lost. But watch it. I really enjoyed it because it's just dumb shit, and sometimes you need that kind of shit to get you away from. Trust me, heavy shit that's in the world.
Free your mind, and the rest will follow.
We'll see you then.